Thank you kindly. Nice to have you all here. It is actually, because it has to be said, it'd be a diabolical show without you, wouldn't it? Are you all together, latecomers? 8 or 9 latecomers? It's all right, don't mind at all. Where have you come from? Essex? Hey! Fantastic. Whereabouts in Essex? Romford. Come up the A12. Did you drive? Did you come in a fleet of Capris? You're very welcome. I was away earlier this year. I went to New Zealand, which is very nice. People treat you remarkably well. I was a little put off when I arrived. I didn't think it would be so hot, because you turn up in customs, right? And you go through, and the first things you see are all these signs saying, food? Do you have any food? Are you carrying any food? And I thought, oh, God, is there a shortage? I've got some polos. Is that any good? Well, it's like the Harvest Festival. You're supposed to bring a tin of beans in. Leave a packet of hobnobs at passport control and you wait for the old folks. But no, they don't want you bringing any food. They're absolutely adamant. No food, we have plenty. Any amount of Semtex and small arms and crack cocaine and God knows what else. But no, they're there at customs. Got any fruit and veg? Did you pack your bag yourself? No, Greengrow's a friend of mine did it. And they pop it open, and there it is, all the fake grass and the individually wrapped satsumas. Oh, I'm caught! I said to him, have you got bananas in pyjamas in this country? He said, yeah, they're very popular. I said, well, how did they get in then? He said, they're not real bananas. I said, of course they're real bananas. Don't be fooled by their pyjamas. He said, how can you tell? I said, show them a bowl of custard, see if they get nervous. That's my favourite joke. It's in the whole show, that's my favourite joke. It's downhill for me now. Oh, we had a good time out there in New Zealand. New Zealand. They can't do vowels. That's their only problem. They're very friendly, but they can't do vowels. I went to this place and they had all this food that they've got, a takeaway place. I said, oh, I'll have some falafel. And he went, hmm? I said, falafel? It's up there. And he went, ah, falafel. He said, we do very nice fish and chops. I said, whatever, I'll have everything. I'll have one of everything, mate. I'm sure it's all lovely. I did some shows. And I got taken out to the beach. Now, this is very strange, right? In New Zealand, all the sand of this particular beach was black, which is a bit peculiar. Apparently, it's the beach where they film the piano. You know the piano? Have you seen that film? Tinkle, 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 tinkle. It's a corker. Well, they filmed part of it on this beach, so they said, oh, you'll like this. We'll go out there. It's marvellous. It's very scenic. And we turn up, and the sun's beating down. It's very hot. And we get there. Black sand. I'm looking for the stricken oil tanker on the horizon. I'm a bit concerned. I'm looking for wildlife coated in crude oil staggering about. With people in waders and buckets of fairy liquid pursuing them. Come here, we'll help you survive. Oh, it's off, it's bad enough. Oh, we saved many birds today. Let's celebrate. Let's go to KFC. We turn up, we park the car, we go through the car park, and be very careful, because as we all know, car parks next to beaches always have the sharpest, pointiest gravel in the world. Down onto the beach, run across the beach like that. It's like a solar panel. Ha, 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 it's so hot, it's very hot. You never said anything about it. I'm standing there like one of those lizards in a... wildlife at one. And they're more serious than that, lizards, aren't they? Oh, they're so serious, lizards, aren't they? Iguanas and such like. So I run in the sea, thinking that'll be a relief. Go a big wave with a surfer comes in, knocks me flying. Ah! Back in the water. sucky sort of riptide thing takes me out to the South Pole, virtually. And another way, bosh! Oh, I'm going back to the car. Sat in the car, plastic seats. Boom! Straight out the sunroof like that. It's been a lovely day, can we go? One of the things about New Zealand everyone said I should look out for is bungee jumping. And I thought I might do it for about that long. And then someone told me that you can get detached retina. Now, I didn't know what it meant, but I knew the retina was in the eye, right? And detached, that doesn't sound good at all. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Any sort of medical thing, when it says detached, that's not what you're after. Everything joined up, that's what you want, isn't it? Attached, largely. I didn't know what happened. I had visions of those glasses you can get where the eyeballs come out on a spring. They go back in, but not properly, don't they? Like and then someone told me that you can also get torn breast tissue. Women have been going up there and jumping off naked because they let them do it for free. Not hard to see how that came about, isn't it? Little bloke at the tongue. If you do it in the nude, I won't charge you. He gets a busload of Scandinavians and they're all up for it straight away, aren't they? OK, tied up, throw me off. He fainted, fell off the bridge, missed the whole show, apparently. As they go off, on the way down, your breasts apparently can become slightly removed. You hit the bottom, pitch back up again, they can fly clean off. Whoever's doing the videos going, there you go, tits anyway. Catch me tits. So I was slightly put off. Before I was in New Zealand, I was in Australia. Oh, they're very different now. They're not nearly so keen, not nearly so friendly. They're so friendly in New Zealand, not in Australia. Don't like the English people at all. They want to be a republic. Hate the Queen. That takes some doing, doesn't it? How do you hate the Queen? Anyone in England completely indifferent to the Queen, in my experience. You could wire people up to any number of electrical bits of equipment, all sorts of monitors, flash a picture of the Queen up, nothing, flatline all round, absolutely. It's the Queen, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it was. Just buttoned up about it. She's always buttoned right up to there, isn't she, the Queen, in her lilac coat? If she could, she'd keep on buttoning. She'd button right up like that. She'd be one enormous coat, no one would ever see her. Going around like a Dalek. No, they want to be a republic. They're always moaning. They can't stand bloody Poms. Bloody Poms, you're always moaning, aren't you? Moaning and whinging and moaning, aren't you? You never stop moaning and whinging and whinging and moaning, moaning, whinging bloody Poms, we call you, because you never stop moaning and whinging and whinging and moaning, whinging, moan and moan and whing. Do you all the time? Whinging and moaning. And you don't wash. You don't wash, you keep your money under the soap. Everyone knows that. And you never stop moaning and I couldn't get far enough down the food chain to communicate with the bloke. I could do an impersonation of a gibbon just to keep the conversation going. in a man. Astonishing, carry on. I was there for a christening. I was in Sydney for a christening because my mate from school has emigrated out there and he's had a baby daughter and I'm the godfather, which is hilarious, really. I spent all day doing Marlon Brando impressions. The whole day as if I was the first bloke who'd ever thought of it at christening. You're like a brother to me. Bloody Pom, shut up. And we're there at the font with this huge baby they've got. Must have weighed about 5 stone. They said it was 8 months old. There's no way. She was pregnant for about 4 years if that was 8 months old. Sitting there cross-legged on a Game Boy saying, how long's this going to take? And I was sort of holding it up like this along with both parents. Like, come on, priest, get on with it. He turns to me, the priest. He goes, do you believe in God? I thought, oh, come on, start with an easy one. And I said, well, I'd like to. You know, I mean, we'd all like to. I mean, it's very reassuring, the thought of a higher being somewhere, another place, a better place. But it seems a little unlikely. I don't know. I'm struggling with a lot of it. You know, the virgin birth seems absurd. I'm more of a Big Bang man myself, you know. So I was like, oh, you're the godfather. Eh? Oh, yes. Oh, God, you said. Yes, smashing fella. Salt of the earth, lovely bloke, loves his custard. And he goes to me, do you renounce Satan? I said, is he here? He's trying to get me into trouble. How far is this going to go? He goes to me, he goes to me, it's just between you and me. I said, oh. I said, well, consider him renounced. I think he's shocking. I've heard he's got a really posh voice. And he hates custard. Everyone loves custard. You can't get it in restaurants. Why is that? They never have stuff you want. Fish fingers, never. You can never go in and say, I'll have Marmite on toast to start, then I'll have fish fingers and mashed potatoes and beans, and then I'll have apple pie and custard. They've got that. Oh no, we can do a coriander coulis. On fried goat's hoof. With minced ear of iguana. Maybe. So, of course, by this time, everyone's looking at their watches. The baby's doing backstroke around the font. And they're putting its name down for Sydney 2000. Because they all want a medal in the Olympics. They're all absolutely gagging for it. They're gagging for the Olympic Games. They're desperate for medals, and it's not enough that they should win hundreds and hundreds of medals. We must win none. None at all, if it's at all possible. I said, don't worry, I think you're in safe hands. I honestly don't think we're your major threat on the medals front. We've got a rower you want to look out for. If he turns up, you're in trouble. He's rowing mad, he is. He's probably rowing down there even as we speak. He rowed out the womb, apparently. He used to sit there rowing in his cot, rowed round the bath. A couple of times around Australia, a few races. He'll row home, so ignore him. Other than him, we're crap. And the other thing that upsets them the most is every time they do win a gold medal, when the flag goes up, there'll be a little Union Jack in the corner of it. And they'll be going, bloody Poms! They want their own flag. That's the only reason they want to be a republic. They want their own flag. I don't know what it'll look like. It'll be a big pink thing with Oz written on it, probably. There'll be a little hole cut out of one corner where it's had a melanoma removed. And we hate Poms underneath it. In Latin, obviously. Classy. I think they realised, though, when the Winter Olympics was on, I think they got the idea that actually the Olympics is the single most dull sporting event in the known universe, and thank God it only happens every 4 years. I think it was during the curling the penny really dropped. When they saw them sliding the old curl up the ice like that into the big mod roundel at the other end. They're going, shouting at the little sweepy bloke. How do they get to shout at him like that? Sort it out beforehand what you're going to do, shouting at them. One of them will flip out one day. Well, you bloody do it yourself then. How far is it to run down and sweep? You chucks it out the end. I didn't. I never get a go, do I? It's a terrible job, isn't it? If you're in the Olympics. Oh, yeah, I'm in the Canadian team. Oh, are you? What do you do? I'm sweeper on the curling. They should have brown coats on, like caretakers. Someone's sick in the Olympic Village, they have to come out and put stuff all over it. Draw a chalk line around it. Oh, God, it's a ridiculous sport. The luge, how ridiculous is that? Sliding down on that little tray. Oh, they've got the shiny suit, just chuck them down there without it. In fact, chuck them all down at once. First one out's the winner. Get on with it! At the very least, you should fire a curl down there after them, speed them up. You only watch these events in the hope of serious injury. That's the whole point of them. That's why the ski jump was invented, surely. And the bobsleigh is incredibly tedious until someone flips over, and then you can't take your eyes off it, can you? Those heads banging on the icy wall. Oh, they've got over on the first bend. There's a mile to go. Have a look at it. At the very least, all the other teams should have buckets of balls, and when the bobsleigh goes by, they chuck them at them. Going for the helmet. And the ice skating, people go, oh, the ice skate. Oh. Spend all the time going backwards, don't they? Backwards, 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 What are they so pleased about all the time? They just look like waiters on ice, with the little waistcoat and the bow tie. They must be serving. If they were serving on ice, that'd be impressive, wouldn't it? Linguini, cannelloni, backwards, backwards. So tedious. And they skate off at the end and go and sit with their granny at the side. What's the granny doing there? The granny's always sitting there with a load of flowers holding her hand like that. Very good. That'd be no good, was it? You turn up at Wembley and there's Davies Seaman with his granny in the back of the net. You're doing very well, Dave. Ridiculous. They don't know what they're doing. The commentators have got no idea what's going on. They're all bored out of their minds. I saw one of these skaters doing this, going round in circles, and he goes, oh, excellent camel spin. Where's the camel there? I've never seen a camel going round and round on one leg on ice. And the summer games is no better, honestly. The long jump. God, there's so much build-up for the long jump. There's more build-up for that than there was for splitting the atom. They're just there forever. You're jumping into a sandpit. I've done that since I was 4 years old. Get on with it! Carl Lewis is a millionaire for doing that. How did that come about? You get these people high-wiring across the Thames, acrobats jumping up and landing on 6 other acrobats' shoulders and then carrying on doing... No one says anything. Oh, yeah, very good, yeah. Bloke jumps into a sandpit, millionaire! He hasn't even done anything. He should do something when he gets there, make a castle or something like that. Or he has to find all the toy cars that are buried in it. Make an amusing scenario involving a tunnel. Or just bury himself up to the neck, you know, that'd be quick. The throwing events, how tedious are they? They chuck stuff, no one ever chucks. Obviously, the javelin can be exciting. There's always the hope with the over-eager official. You know, oh, here it comes now. Whoa! And do you think if it speared the official and he staggered down the field, do you think that would count as a world record? He staggered straight off. They caught him. They pointed him into an ambulance and they drove straight off to hospital. The world record will be about 4 miles, wouldn't it? To chuck stuff that really gets chucked. Saucepans, they get thrown about. The TV remote. Will you bloody pick something to watch, Hen? Pants in the laundry basket. I think that would be a great event. That'd be marvellous. All prepare. He's going for pants and both socks. A degree of difficulty of 3.2. It never fails to get applause. Tony Blair should do that in the Commons after a speech. All the Tories go, oh, my God, damn. God, it's a tedious. All these odd little events they have. I don't even know how they know who's won. Like the ribbon twirling. How do you know who's won when those women come out with bits of ribbon and run around in a circle? What a nightmare for the judge. Oh, God. What are you judging, mate? Ribbon? I don't know what they... They're so expectant. That's the hard part. You don't want to knock anything up. 9.9. Where's the 0.1 gone now? Oh, what? She's got a bit of pubic hair sticking out of leotard. Oh, no. 4 years training, I forgot to shave. It's the salt mines for me. I quite like some of the running, like the 100 metre, 200 metres, 400 metres. They could do it all in a day, as far as I'm concerned. Get them done, then have a massive football tournament the rest of the month. Like the 10,000 metres. Is there any point in running 10,000 metres any time, anywhere, ever? Get a cab. What are you playing at? Half an hour, and they just go round in circles, that's it. Half an hour, they show the heats. We're going over to the Olympic Stadium for the heat. No, don't! Show Dad's Army or something. Cut to the chase. Scrawny little blokes with their vests hanging off. They're not athletes, they're refugees, aren't they? Half an hour of it. They should have them at the side, just running on the spot at the time. In the little pen. And after half an hour, open the doors. Come on, let's go! But anyway, they're gagging for it in Australia. I found that as we get nearer to them being a republic, Qantas staff are being progressively less friendly towards their pommy passengers. Did you order a special meal? Yes, I did. Well, piss off. I don't mind travelling with them. I actually prefer travelling. I like to fly with British Airways, not because they're at all representative of Britain and despicable company that they are, but they do have the funniest pilots. Their pilots are always called things like Roger and Clive. And they always sound like they're up to something at the front of the plane. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet. Not before I've removed myself from Roger's rectum with the aid of some olive oil from the first-class galley. My chief steward, Nigel, will be astride me as we take off. And I'll be on his face across Asia. They're at it all the way down. They only stop in Bangkok with some condoms and a few suggestions, and then they just carry on. You look at them, every time you see a British Airways jet land, you look for that little window at the front of the plane there, like that. There's always a naked bloke slapping up against all wet and steamy like the shower scene in some porn movie. A seal, a lobber of... Do you know someone in the aviation business? Oh no, it may be in the porn movie business. Oh dear. I always order the special meal. I order the special meal when I fly, right, because steady. Now you're thinking, you're doing jokes of your own in your head, aren't you? You're not even listening to me. I always order the special meal when I'm flying because I don't eat meat. I haven't eaten meat for years. And they always inevitably, they'll serve you some carcass unless you specify otherwise. This is dead. You want to eat that? Oh, no. Really gone right off the whole idea. So I don't. So they try and make you feel awful because it's a pain for them. They don't want to have to serve it, do they? So they make you feel terrible. That's what they do. They bring it out first before everyone else's dinner. It's got special written on it like that. Like they're serving in a hospital ward. And they go up and down the plane taunting everyone to turn them against you. Lovely hot foodie, hungry? Yes, but you're not special, are you? That's it. Are you special? Not special enough. I think you'll find. There is a special person somewhere on board. Here he is, very special, aren't you? Special. Can't you manage meat? Haven't you got any teeth? Are you going to have to gum it up like a granny? Gum it up like that. No, I don't eat meat. I'm quite glad, what, with all the Kreutzfeldt, Jakob stuff going on at the moment. I think I might have sidestepped that. Although the farmers, out of bitterness, have coated all the vegetable fields with God knows what. Apparently they glow luminously at night from satellites. They don't have to dig up to see how many potatoes there are. They can just see them through the earth, hobbling down there. I'm quite glad about that. The old BSC still going on in it. The poor old cow. I'm sure there weren't that many cows that went mad. I'm sure a lot of them were just joining in, acting a bit weird. That's great. No, just act a bit weird. Don't get eaten. Don't do too much. Not too much, you know, just a few odd things. Bit of backwards walking. Try and get under a few gates. Ladies, if you can, milk yourselves. That's weird. And the pièce de résistance remains standing despite impending rain. That is a masterstroke. That is mad. I know. There's still people who think they can get Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease and then it's just a matter of willpower. Fight it off. I'm carrying on eating beef, never done me any harm. You can't. It's the same mentality as people who lie under sunbeds and it says no more than 20 minutes for God's sake on the label. And they think, that's for wimps. Come on! Until their skin's melting off them into the ground. You love it when the Tories were in and Gummer was there, the agriculture minister, going, this burger is completely safe. I am so assured of its safety, I'm going to feed it to my 9-year-old daughter. Didn't eat it himself, gave it to his daughter. She's like, extraordinary carry on. The weirdest thing, or one of the weird things out of all those stories, was I read in the paper, must be true, that the Cambodian government had contacted the British government because they've got an appalling problem still with thousands of landmines in Cambodia. And when we were disposing of millions and millions and millions of animals who'd been innocently corrupted by mad farmers... when they were disposing of all these mad cows, apparently the Cambodians said, well, if you're not doing anything... and they wanted to let loose these demented cattle in the minefield. All your scam cows in the middle thinking, hello, this has backfired slightly. Nobody move. Get down on your bellies. Behind me, we'll snake our way through to the border. I've never been out there. I'm quite interested in going. You can't do any gigs, that's the trouble. I don't have to go to English-speaking countries. I'd quite like to go to India, but I'm a bit put off because I had a mate who went to India. And I said to him, how long did you go for? He said 3 weeks. I said, were you ill? And he goes, only for a week. I'm like, a week? You're paid for leisure time, a week. And apparently not just, a bit of a headache, don't feel so good, might stay in today. No, bucketing out of both ends. Just kind of... God, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Don't leave me on my own, man. Don't leave me on my own. Oh, God. Don't let me die. Don't let me die. Run a bath, my arse is burning, run a bath. For a week. That's just for a minute. I'm exhausted. He went to India to find himself. There he was, all around the bedroom, the bathroom, out on the balcony. I had another friend who went, and he was fine, just for, sake of balance. He was absolutely fine. He was always destined to go out there. He was destined for the East. He was a very spiritual, hippie type when he was at school. He had the little goatee beard and the round glasses when he was about 9. He always wanted to go. He always wanted to be a hippie, kind of drop out of the rat race, man. He didn't want a career, didn't want a job at all, in fact. And it wasn't because he was lazy, he was always up to something, he just didn't want to be in there. Your life's ruined. It was all so calm and serene until the careers officer came in and it was like kryptonite on Superman. He was like, Superman go weird when the kryptonite comes in. Picks up pencils and goes, I don't know why it was like that, because he had a foolproof plan for never getting a job, which was, in the event of an interview, wear flip-flops. You wear a suit and a tie and you comb your hair in a very scary way, but you wear flip-flops. What makes you think you're suitable for this position? Put your feet up on the desk. I can't even type! He was very, very calm. He was the first little pot smoker at school. He was the first one. Maybe that was why he's so calm. I don't know. It's the chicken and egg thing. Was he calm? So he smoked pot? Did he smoke pot? So he was calm. One thing I do know is I've never seen anyone put a joint out like that and go, right, come on! It doesn't happen, does it? That's probably why it's illegal. I can't think of any reason at all. Maybe that's it. Because, you see, there's no money to be made in it. It's not like booze, and people are tipping booze down their neck all over Britain, all over Europe right now. People are tipping booze down their neck. There's loads of money to be made after that, apart from all the booze itself. Then the pubs get smashed up, tables, chairs, carpets, glasses. Police have to turn up, and someone's got to pay them. They've got to arrest people, courts, vans to ship people around in hospitals, jails. There's a lot of whole business going on. An awful lot of crime committed when people are pissed out of their minds. No one's going to make any money if everyone's just stoned every weekend, are they? There'll be a few more armchairs and sofas sold, possibly. I think Twix, Hobnobs, digestives, they'll do quite well. Rizzlers, obviously. Most absurd of all laws. It was hilarious in the Winter Olympics. Do you remember the snowboarder who lost his gold medal because he tested positive for marijuana and they said it was a performance-enhancing drug? How exactly? He could barely get his boots on. That's the whole point of snowboarders, as far as I could see. I thought that was it. If you go down the side of a mountain on a plank of wood at 80 miles an hour dressed like Rupert the Bear, you've got to be stoned off your tits, surely. And the next day, they gave it back to him because he said that he'd inhaled passively. What a masterstroke that was. It was Clinton-esque. Give no higher praise than that. What would the President of the United States do in my position? Hold his hand up and say, "Oh, you got me," or just keep lying until they believe it. And it worked. They gave it back to him. There was a footballer here in England. There was a footballer. He was about 19, and he hadn't really cracked it yet. Not a first-team player or anything. Tested positive for cannabis. Sacked by his club, banned from playing. I don't remember how long for, but it was quite a long period. That was it. 19. God, probably played football all day, every day, from the moment he could stand up. Nothing else to do, dole off it. Don't understand that. Tony Adams, God love him, a few years ago, drunk out of his mind on a massive lager bender, doing about 70 miles an hour in his high-powered Sierra up a residential street, completely wrote it off, caught, jailed, on full pay, came out to captain Arsenal in England, learned to play the piano, study English and doing a damn fine job. God love him. Good luck to him. If he'd had a couple of joints that night, he'd have been banned. Hadn't been it. And the ironic thing is, he wouldn't have been doing 70 miles an hour up a residential street. He'd have been parked up at the side of the road, trying to get the airbag out to see what colour it is. Performance enhancing for a footballer. Opponent makes bad pass. Oh, bad luck, man. Never bang on that. Tell you what, though, it's a beautiful pitch, isn't it? Isn't it? The grass is great. I wish I could get it like this at home, man. It's beautiful. Ridiculous. People hate poo, don't they? No one likes poo, in my experience. Not even dog poo. People don't even like dog poo, even though it's from your childhood, largely. There is no fond nostalgia for dog poo, is there? People hate it. They always go, "Oh, no, dog poo, look." Oh, no. They never go, "Oh, look, dog poo." Look, dog poo, look. No. People hate poo. Imagine that, if you had human poo. If you had human poo on your shoe, oh, it'd be pandemonium then. But no! Human poo! There's human poo on my shoe! You're trying to get it as far away from your head as you can. Defying the laws of physics. Ah! That's what that is. That's what that is. There, look. That is a human poo on the shoe spin. Get it off, wash it off. There's no time. Cut my foot off. All right, with dog poo, just hang on a minute. Better just wipe it on someone's grassy verge. I'll leave that there. People hate poo. If you go into a public toilet and there are cubicles and one's got poo in, no one will go in it. No one will go in it. They'll go... Don't go in the middle one. Don't go in the middle one. Is it bad? Is it really bad? That's disgusting. People are disgusting. What's going to happen? It's not going to rise up, drag you under, is it? It's not going to breed with your own poo and make little pooey people. It's going to rob you blind while your trousers are down. Come after you like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Get back, pooey people! Get back! You've always got to get rid of the poo once you've done it. Especially if it's in someone else's house. Oh, you got to flush. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Gone round for a bit of dinner and you're upstairs. The system's taking 20 minutes to fill up. You've had 3 goes at it. They're downstairs. You're tipping water in to try and speed it up. Are you all right up there? Yeah, I found a book. I've lost track of the title. Please, this time, please. Come on. Bob. Oh, you bastard! Piss off, join the other pool. We got the cistern in pieces all over the floor. Drag the phone in. Hello, plumber. You people are underrated. Listen, you're going to have to come in through the window. No one will see my poo. Over. You can leave a pee sometimes. If it's the middle of the night staying somewhere, you can do a pee and leave it. Go back to your room. I have done a secret pee. No one knows that's my pee. But if it's a poo, you've got to flush it. Doesn't matter what time of night it is, how noisy the tank is and the pipes and the chain and the repeated clanging. And everyone's out of the landing. What's all the noise? What's happened? I did a poo. That's all right. You were quite right to wake us. What would have become of us had we seen your poo? Doesn't bear thinking about. So I got here in a taxi tonight, a taxi cab. It's all very civilised. I quite like to come on the motorbike, but the trouble is, you know, when I put the crash in, I get helmet head and I can't see where I'm going. My hair comes down. I bought a motorbike to get around London because the traffic is unbearable. But I found it's a good way to get around. It's half the time of everything else. But you are a little bit of a target for certain drivers. Not usually people driving their own cars. They're normally a bit cautious. A little bit, oh, mind the paintwork. Oh, no, little gravel chip. Oh, no, I'll have to sand it down on the weekend. I'm ruined now. You're a bit of a target for people driving the firm's van. What difference does the imprint of a motorcycle make on the side of the firm's van, really? They'll just treasure it like a fossil they've discovered. Oh, it's as if we have squashed the motorbike between 2 vans for millions of years. There's always 2 people in the firm's van. There's one driving and the other one giving him ideas. Just nudge him, see what happens. Nudge him in the back, at the lights, nudge him. Nudge him. I've always got a scaffolding pole sticking out of the back. And they turn the wheel and it slides across. Takes your head off. Hey! It's not a big rag tied on it to give you a sporting chance. They'll tie a rag around anything that's sticking out. I can see him swaggering around the bedroom at night with a big rag around his knob. He's there. I don't think I was going to have my eye out on that, was I? Don't want to take any chances, sweetheart. Wouldn't be fair on you. The old lightsaber noise, isn't he? Come here, Romeo. Let me untie that for you. Oh, all right. So, oh, that's not funny. People coming up alongside you in the Vitara. The Vitara on the mobile. Get out of it like that. Apparently they roll really easily, those Vitaras. Good. Potholes. Oh! Ah! Watch it! Oh, God, I bought this thing for fun. Because I used to have so much fun. When I was 16, when I had a fizzy, years before, I took my test and became all grown up. That's a laugh, taking the test. If another bloke rides around alongside you, dressed like Terminator... I thought other learners must have just exploded halfway through. He had so much protective clothing on, and he puts an earpiece in your ear, and you ride around with him behind you going, ignore me, ignore me. You're completely paranoid. You spend the entire half an hour looking for him. Now the fizzy. What a machine that was. 49 cc's of mayhem. Flat out all day long. Flat out by the time you're at the end of the drive, in fact. 30 miles. It's so much buzzing, you can't hear anything. You might as well have been clubbing for the first 15 years of your life. Occasionally you can hear, I know where you live, you little idiot. So do I. I'll see you in hospital. I'll race you there. Looking for people to race, but you're not very quick. Milk floats, you can usually have them. Get alongside them, grab a yoghurt, chuck it. Come on! Never happy with the speed. Want more, need more speed. So I put a big bore engine in mine. It's a basic cylinder head, bored through, slightly larger piston. Increased cubic capacity. 59 cc's of mayhem. Did all the work myself, didn't do a great job, must be said. It used to run a little bit hot. In fact, it used to glow bright orange. It was about the temperature of the nose cone of the space shuttle when it comes back through the atmosphere. You used to have to ride it like that. If you put your jeans anywhere near it, you'd be up in flames in seconds. You went through a puddle, there was so much steam, you'd come out of it on fire like that. You look like an extra from Mad Max 3. As if you're off to see Tina Turner at Thunderdome. Oh, Tina, get on the back, love. That's it, isn't it? That's it, Tina. That's her entire act, that is. Start of her gig, she's in the wing, they shove her out on the stage. Stay on your feet, Tina. Keep moving your lips, we're pumping it through. All that hair, there's a remote control thing in there somewhere. She's been steered from the edge of the stage. She's getting near the edge of the stage. Hey, hold on. Nothing works. Ankles, knees, hips, nothing. She needs a new hip. Like the Queen Mum. How many hips has the Queen Mum got now, for God's sake? There's another one. She's got about 8 hips. She's multi-jointed. She can go up 2 flights of stairs at once. That's why you never see her moving about. You see her there in the coat with the little ankles sticking out. She's set off. She'd terrify the nation. Chelsea pensioners be dropping like flies in shock. She's got about 3 elbows on each arm. She could croupier an entire casino on her own. Tongue flying out for a snack. That's why she's like the Queen's garden party. She stands like that. Little silver tray of fairy cakes. going up to her daughter. Just don't speak, dear. They're reasonably indifferent until you speak. You're too posh. Oh, dear. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Looking for people to race. Looking for people like old blokes in maxis. They're quite good. Because they only do about 28 miles an hour. And you can get right up behind them because they haven't looked in their mirror since 1954. Your ass is mine! You fought in a war for me, you mug! Uphill, you bastard! I'll see you on the other side! Yeah, something wrong with the bike, something wrong with the... I used to ride away from my mates, like, smoking cigarettes, you'd ride off, you'd light up a fag, and then you'd ride off. And you'd go around the first corner and get all the ash out of your eye. It was something of a family heirloom, that bike. Then my sister neglected it, didn't go for it, not interested. Cats, that was about it. And then she got a car. So. She came to the show the other week, my sister. I'm a little bit concerned because about a year and a half ago, I gave her my 2 cats to look after for a fortnight. And she should have known it was going to happen because she opened the box and there they were, bound and gagged. Which I thought was the first sign, really. My cats used to bring in so much dead stuff that... They brought in about a dozen various rodents, usually rats, clearly. I was hoping they were all mice, I'd like to think so, but no, huge Hackney sewer rats like big teeth. Birds of all shapes and sizes, anything they can lay their paws on. Pigeons, 2 pigeons, one huge, fat pigeon like that. There's no way they caught it. Absolutely no way they brought that thing out the air. Not unless they had some sort of catty anti-aircraft thing going on. They're out in the back garden going... Little catty helmet and catty ear coming. How's it fun if you work in an office on a chair that goes round and round? No, they found it. I can see them just standing over it in a field somewhere, a pair of them going, wouldn't it be fantastic if we could get that in the flat? I'll have to carry it. Come on. Go on, go on, go on. No, it's too heavy, it's too heavy. Put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. We'll have to roll it. We'll have to roll it. Come on. One's rolling quicker than the other because it's curving. It's curving. All the way up to the cat flat with it. How are we going to get it in there? How are we going to get it up and in there? It's too high, look. Ropes and pulleys we need here, don't we? Ropes and pulleys. Opposable digit wouldn't go amiss, would it? You'll have to go in backwards. What about my tail? Well, just point it through. Just point it through. Point it through. It is a tail. It does its own thing. It is for balance. If I could point with it, I'd be pointing all the time, wouldn't I? Hello, there's a pigeon. There's that big dog from up the road. Here comes Alan. Let's hide. I'll be pointing all the time, wouldn't I? Point it through. All right. Keep your fur on, boy. I'll do it. I'll go in. I'll suffer it. Come on. Go on. Up the hallway. Go on. No, living room. On the rug. No, other way. So it's looking at him when he comes in. Oh, no, look, we've dropped a wing here. There's a wing. Put it under his bed. Be like a double whammy. Right, now, chuck a few feathers about, make it look like there's been a struggle. OK, and we'll piss off and hide. Piss off and hide. Oh, you little sod. Where are you? Come here. Just out of reach. That's where they are now, isn't it? All round the living room, back of the sofa, up the curtains, all like that. Look at that use of the tail. That is what the tail is for. That is what... Look at that. So I've got the thing out in the garden now, and I've got to put it out of its misery. It looks like it's still alive. Just woke it up, didn't I? That's all I did. It's on its feet, one wing going round the garden. I thought the cats were bad. You're a nutter. I'm after it. I'm a vegetarian. It's for your own good. You're weak. You won't make it through the night. I'll take me chances. The cats are on the fence going, this is fantastic entertainment. We just found that. We didn't pay for that. We just brought that. You get out of life what you put in. You put a little bit in. They used to bring mice home just to show me how fast mice can run. Like this. Alan! 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 Look at that one go! How fast is that off the skirt and under the table? Look at it go! We found that, we didn't buy it, you put a little bit in. Get another one, get another one. We'll do races at the hall, get another one. Alan! Alan! Get a bucket, we'll do a wall of death. Wall of death. My sister's got them now. She fell for it. First few days, she fell for it, all that. Oh, please, please let us sleep in your bed. We are so sad, so far from home. It's not a great cat impression, is it? I'm not very good at impressions. I can do dog getting its paw caught in a car door. I can do that. Well, don't try and jump out. I told you to stay in there. I'm only going to be a minute. Oh, don't be so pathetic. And my sister's in bed with the cats. 4 o'clock in the morning, they're stirring, aren't they? One of them's tying her hair to the headboard. The other one spotted her foot sticking out from under the duvet. She's trying to skin it. First one's now asleep in her mouth. Whoa! Whoa! You see that thing in the paper? It was a while ago now. Where they had a mouse with a human ear grafted on the back of it. no apparent reason for it. Some scientists for a wheeze. The mouse is carrying on as normal, no discernible change in its behaviour, except it was going, shh, keep it down. Well, what possessed them to do that? They get to 10 to 5 and think, oh, well, cancer's beaten us again, get the body parts out. Let's have a laugh, last 10, come on. Scientists, they just torment animals like kids at primary school. Kids with chemistry sets, that's all they are. Exactly the same. That's all I remember from primary school. There'd be kids tormenting animals, then there'd be kids playing football. And then everybody else would be either chasing or being chased. I remember about 8 years of my life. You're either chasing, or you're... He's doing one or the other all day long. Some games you're doing both. If you're playing it or tag or whatever you call it. Tag. It's no wonder dinner ladies look so bemused all day long. Kiss Chase was my favourite game. What a great game. Chase the girls and kiss them. You can play it when you're at primary school. You can play it up to the age of about 11 or 12. Because Kiss Chase, that's a game. Kiss Chase, that's illegal. Chase the girls on the playground, they'd all run into the girls' toilet, and then you'd be outside, there'd be someone screaming, you felt like you were in the Bay City Rollers. And the door would open, they'd send out Jane, who was about 3 foot tall and had eczema. And you'd all go, there's one. Oh, it's Jane. Oh, damn, let me go. Don't worry about Jane, she shot up, blossomed. Then you catch one, and you just bump your gob on the back of her head and blush furiously and run off again. Absolutely terrified. Every single day of your life, from day one, any possible conceivable difference between you and girls has been emphasised over and over and over again till you have no common ground whatsoever. Different shoes, different socks, different pants, different trousers, different coats, different gloves, different hats, different scarves, different T-shirts, shirts, jumpers, toys, wallpaper, bedclothes, food. Every single thing. You feel like there's an alien in your house if you've got a sister. Be nice to her, she's your sister. She's from another planet! Look at her red sandals! What's that in her hair? Why's her hair so long? She's different. She's not like one of us. Keep away. Why? 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 There was only one boy at school who wasn't mortified by girls by the age of about 5 years. He was extraordinary. He could persuade girls at primary school to line up along the wall with their backs to him, and then they'd let him lift their skirts up and look at their pants. Stringfellow, I think his name was. I think his great-granddad ran a club, as I remember it, something like that. And we'd all be playing football like this. And we go, that's not a goal. Not a goal. Not a goal, look! Pants. Flowery pants, pink pants, giant blue navy PE pants. Don't think they make those anymore. The company that used to make those, they moved into airbags for cars. Quite smart, saved themselves. Airbags are navy blue, in case you're wondering. He was fascinated by girls' pants. All very different then in the 70s, of course. Now, here's a question for you. Where do your modern girls' pants go to when they take them off? They disappear, in my experience. They start taking them off, they get smaller and smaller and smaller, and the further down they go, they're shrinking, shrinking, shrinking. Around the ankle, they're down to almost nothing, and they come off the end of the toe, there's just a little pellet of fabric there. Tom Jones does a gig now and they throw the knickers at him. He could choke to death, the bloke. He has to wear a little chicken wire grid over his face, like that. On a harmonica holder. And the drummer goes, incoming! And they go, because boys' pants get bigger and bigger. Further down the leg they go. By the time they're around your ankle, they're like a flag flying. He's going, why is there a flag flying? They're not a flag, they're my pants. Is the Queen at home? They're my pants, they're not a flag. Is there no swimming? They're not a flag, they're my pants. Where are your pants? In the egg cup on the mantelpiece. You can put yours in the bath if you like. If you fold them. They disappear. You can get the entire female wardrobe in one hand if she's wearing the right thing. Gets the little body off, little skirt, little stockings, little... There you are. Put that in your pocket. I'm naked. Then you go on holiday with them. 2 huge suitcases. What haven't you packed? Body's a great garment, isn't it? Who would have thought the body would catch on quite the way that it has? It's just your basic leotard cut across the bottom with a 3-popper insertion. Extraordinary masterstroke. Poppers wouldn't be your first choice, really, would it? You wouldn't have thought. Well, they tried a few garments. Get a few students in, we'll try a few different things out. Here, try this Velcro one. Oh! No, I don't think that's what you're looking for. Is that going to grow back? I've got exams, you know. I've got to sit down. No, I'm not trying anymore. It gets me £4. I'm getting a bar job. You want to try poppers, you know that, don't you? They love them. All sitting there in the cubicle like that, pop, 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 listening into next door. Pop, pop, pop. Not a hen night goes by without all the women lining up in a big conga, unpopping themselves, popping on to the back of the woman in front, and the front of the woman behind, like that. And then all around the Greek restaurant, like that. Linda! Brilliant night! They've never made them for boys. I never see boys in the pub toilet all going, oh, God, these are ridiculous. I can't even see them now. How you meant to do that up? Gary, help me out, mate. Gary, help me up. Gary! It's all right for you, look at me. I've got the right popper in the left one and I'm pissing out the wall here. Cubicle door bursts open. No! Look at him. He's got a bollock between 2 poppers. Oh, that is a warning to us all. Look at it, it's like a strawberry, look at it. You could strike a match on that. What's off with your matches? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Only want a fag? What's the matter with you? You can get the entire wardrobe, right? It's amazing. How do you cover like that? With just that? And she'll go, what, are you saying I'm fat? It wasn't a fat question. It was a fabric inquiry. It's not a rowing night, it's a shagging night. Not a rowing night, shagging. There's a row in the room, I can feel it. Get out the room, get out the room. There's a row in the room, there's a row in the room, get out the room! Oh, you know they're coming. You can't get out of the way of them, though. You can't. They're like the giant ball and the prisoner. They just get you in the end. I had a row about a banana once. How did I do that? I was having a banana. I said to her, do you want a banana? She said, no, they're fattening. I should have left it. Fat monkeys have you ever seen? How many wildlife documentaries with monkeys swinging through the trees and there's a lardy one up the back who can't keep up? He's going, all right, slow up, boys, be fair, these branches aren't as strong as they used to. Come on, Tubby, that's too many bananas. Piss off, it's me glands. I'm big bone. Pistachio nut one night. I had a row about a pistachio nut. How did I do that? Just having a pistachio nut. Oh, I like a pistachio nut. Oh, do you want a pistachio nut? No, they're fattening. Should have left it. How is that fattening? Look at the size of that. You could eat that, pick your nose, you'd weigh less. What are you talking about? A spot on your arse weighs more than that. That's not to say you've got a spot on your arse. Oh dear. Oh, sleeping back to back now, aren't we? Oh, God. She's lying there. I only said if you ate nothing but pistachio nuts, you'd be fat. I didn't say eat nothing. I said have one. They've got a very high fat content. How do you even know that? No, have it all. Have all the duvet. Have it all. Have all the bed. Have the pillows. Have my epoxy life. Maybe you are fat. Oh, what was that? Don't smoke in bed. That really hurt. What is it about that sentence that a man cannot say it to a woman? You are not fat. It never comes out like that. It comes out as you remind me distinctly of a hippo. There is something of the airship about you, am I not mistaken? I shall call you Rotunda. I've never met a bloke who said he wanted bony. I've never been in a pub or anywhere else with a load of blokes and one's holding court and he's going, oh, last night, best night of sex of my life. She was so thin, I thought she was going to snap. There's a real sense of danger, you know? I've never been so turned on. I had my thumb and forefinger around her upper arms like that. I looked down, there's all her ribs there, laid out like that. I've got the barbecue sauce out like that. Flipped her over, took her from behind like that. I had shoulder blades cutting me like that. Thousands of little cuts, like little standing up. Elbows like little chisels at me ribs. It was like having sex with a toolbox. I've never been so turned on. We didn't used to sit in biology looking at the skeleton going, not half, eh? Marks out of 2, do you know what I mean? Who's in? We're going to break into school, we're going to put a frock on it, and we're going to play Wank the Biscuit. Are you up for that? Where's it all come from? Can you pinch an inch? That one, can you pinch an inch? Let's hope so. You're a corpse, probably, aren't you? You're already dead, probably not worrying about it quite so much. And the whole subtext is, because if it's any more than it's around here, if it's any more than an inch around there, you better hide under your bed and never speak to anyone, hadn't you, really? Look at me, I'm not exactly Captain Lardy. There's a good 4 inches there, right? I keep those there on purpose, because if I'm reaching up for something, I don't want to split open all down one side. I've never quite, when I do these shows, mastered the big finale. I have eschewed the song option. I can't quite say it, but, you know, take my word for it. In favour of meandering shambolically to a close and then getting off, which I find is a foolproof way to end the show. Thanks for coming. I'll see you another time. Good night.